Hello YouTube. So got this bench made. The bevel grind on one side doesn't go as far up the blade as it does on the other side, and it's not really mirror polished. I mean, it's kind of shiny, but it's not like what I read about the steel is capable of. So what I'm going to try to do tonight is repair this bevel so that it's even on both sides. So it comes up a little further on the blade on this side than it does on this side. So we're going to try to figure out how much that is and see if we can fix it. So the bevel on this side is about 1/8 of an inch, and the bevel on this side is about 1/16 of an inch, so it's about 50% off. If I look down the length of the blade, it looks like the bevel is in the middle of the blade. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to try to just work on this side for a while with a diamond stone, see if it starts to even up a little bit. So I'm just going to see if I can be careful with it. See what we can do here. So that's the big side, so we want to try to flatten it out on this side a little bit, or make it a little bigger on this side here. See if we can do it without hitting it. We got a lot of metal to remove, so we're going to use I've got a 140 grit CKTG diamond stone here. Get a little water on it. I'm going to pick a bevel. Been having really good luck with about a 40-degree bevel lately, so I'm going to try to put 40 degrees on it. Go ahead and zero out my tilt box there and put it on there. Looks like I got plenty of room on the thumb stud. So we're at, that's 22, so we'll go down to 20 degrees here. I've been having pretty good luck with this. I was watching an Edge Pro video and the guy showed me how to use the drill collar method for getting the same angle over and over again. Been having really good success with that, so I'm going to use that tonight. So first we'll get down to 20 degrees. So a little low, get up a little bit. So now we're at 20 degrees, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my stone off here and set my stop collar. So what I'll do is I'll pinch my stop collar between the bottom of the carriage and the stone, and then I'll use that as a basis for where I set my stones at as I move through the grits, because the different a different thickness of stone will cause you to have a different different bevel on your edge. So if we set it 19 degrees and the stone is thicker, then we'd have a different degree range. And so we don't want to have that. We want them all to be the same, so that when we go to mirror out this bevel we're doing, it'll be nice and clean and even and everything. So we got a 140 grit stone on here. We're going to go ahead and put some Sharpie on here just to make sure we're getting the edge. And this side we're working on is the 1/16 side, and the other side is an 1/8. So we got about a 1/16 of an inch difference in between the two sides that we're trying to fix while we're doing this. Might be time for a new marker. I think I got this edge so mirrored that I can't just run the Sharpie down it and put anything on there. But we're going to do a lot better than that this time. We've got a lot of ways to make this edge shiny. So we want everything to be rock steady. So there we go. So let's drag this across one time to see what it looks like. And we're getting all the way to the edge. So we're going to take off steel pretty quick with this stone. The trick is going to be cleaning it up afterwards. How's it moving around? You gotta love a diamond stone when you gotta do a lot of removal. It's really good at that. You're gonna have to pay close attention because we changed the angle on this. We want to make sure that the other edge doesn't shrink as this one grows. We don't want to overshoot. We want to make sure they're the same. So we're gonna do a lot of inspection while we're doing this. Make sure we're not hitting our thumb stud. So we've taken this side, we've taken all the marker off of it already. See if there's a burr. And there's a hell of a burr on the other side. So let's check the other side just to see kind of what it looks like. And what I'll do is, you can actually see that burr on there. That diamond really puts a burr on it. So now we'll try it from the other direction for just a second and see if that evens up the bevel a little bit. That was a long sharpening lesson right there. But it looks like we straightened out the bevel. It was higher on one side and now we straightened it out. It's M390 steel, which is totally a pain in the ass to sharpen. I worked and worked and worked on it. I think it might be almost impossible without diamonds. But we got a nice mirror finish on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. And the bevel's nice and even. And I'll speed up the slow part so you guys don't have to watch it. Something on my rag. But we got a nice mirror finish on this. We sharpened up to 10,000 grit and then we went back a little bit and I used Dialux compound on strops all the way from gray to red. And it gave us a nice mirror finish. I guess we'll see if it cuts. Got some magazines in here from yesterday. Of course, right when I need them, I can't find them. we got some paper here. So all right, so it cuts. So we put a nice little edge on it. And then tomorrow I'll go back and put a back bevel on it. Hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching.